It's locked down.
The Morning Brew is on the Fuze.
Going on around social media right now, there's a big debate going on. A post was made that said, did we really have to deface the Queen Elizabeth II Park in this manner? There's now a new sign in the QE Park that says Tortola. It's made out of concrete. Got a shout out to Green Creek Massive as well. I think I'm assuming they have installed that sign. And I've been seeing some people loving it, and a couple people probably have cited or liked that post as well. What is your take on that?
I think this is the first thing I'm going to say. I think people need to know the definition of words before they use them.
Yes.
People use words and they don't know what they mean. And it's just crazy. Deface means to spoil the surface or appearance of something, for example, by drawing or writing on it. So how is it that you put a Tortola sign in the park? How is that defacing the park?
Well,
I'm still trying to figure that out.
You went all the way to the dictionary, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate today.
I just want to know.
You wrote on the park. How can we write on the pack? We can't write on the pack.
I think it's a good opportunity. Everything nowadays is the perfect picture. When people travel to different places, you want to know. People want to know where you are. Like one of the biggest tourist attractions in Amsterdam, is it not the "I Love Amsterdam" sign?
It is. It is.
And so. Yeah. And then when we had the "I Love BVI" sign, that was a very big tourist attraction, even for locals. I saw a lot of pictures there. Beautiful pictures when they put, I think that was in King Garden Bay that they had the sign, right?
Yes, King Garden Bay.
So what's the problem?
In I think there's one in Antigua as well.
Okay. So
there's
nice.
It's now a Virgin Water sign, I think, overlooking is it Mosquito? In that area, like in that North Sound going up to the back road.
And that's the thing. Somebody always wants a picture of scenic with wherever they're going, and they tag it, they post it, and then that becomes a spot to go.
Exactly.
So what is the problem? This is the thing. We're encouraging tourism. We're encouraging people coming to Tortola and having a good time, coming to the BVI on a whole. And what's wrong with the BVI love?
I have a couple of messages and I have a couple of things in my mind. I'm gonna read the messages first.
Sure.
One, that side of the park isn't called QE2. Interesting. You're gonna have to give me the definition and where those things lie. But that's one. And two, people just hate things because they can. Somebody said putting it in the park is a good idea. And one more that says people are complex. There's a couple of things that go through my mind immediately. It's like you rightfully said, we do it for the gram. It's an Instagram moment. How many people have traveled around the world just to go and take a picture at a specific spot?
Yep.
Somebody might have traveled to Siberia just to take a picture or a video of themselves throwing hot water in the air, just for that 2 seconds or 3 second clip. People, I'm positive that somebody had done that in negative 50-something degrees weather. It's just like, yo, come on. A Tortola sign with a great backdrop of the harbor and the ship. That is like, yeah, this is perfect in my mind.
It is. It is. And to be honest, I don't really see the park being used like that. Like I see people in there, but not like it's regularly used. And a lot of the time it's not kept well. A lot of the time there's weeds and different things. So hopefully with this now being a tourist attraction, hopefully they'll keep it up. And hopefully maybe they'll have even other types of things going on so that when tourists are in, it makes it like an event center, point of attraction. Hopefully good things will become of this. So
I'm hoping for good things to come of it as well. Definitely do have to say that they've been doing it's been pretty decent in there over the past couple of weeks. And there was an event in there at the top of the year, so that was a good look. There was a couple of events in there actually at the top of the year, and somebody's saying that's their running ground. So they go in there and they run around and they get the kids to ride their bikes and they walk and a couple of like after school activities. Also, utilize the park. Oh, okay, good. So somebody's saying the playground side is the QE2 park and National Parks Trust, the agreement of the park, and they're responsible for the ground side, which is QE2. I think the National Parks Trust is actually responsible for the entirety of that area. So,
Okay.
Someone
and the
says,
interesting, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go first.
No, I was saying the interesting thing is everybody on this particular post is complaining with no
Yes.
solutions. And one person actually, brave soul, actually had a couple of solutions. And so they're saying they don't know what the sign costs, but here are 10 things that they felt could have been done at the park if they had 50K instead of a Tortola sign. Now, I don't know if this Tortola sign really costs 50K.
I don't want to knock suggestions. I really do agree when I listen when people give suggestions. But my thing is, man, listen, I'm happy now that this post is there, and I'm happy now that we're putting attention on something like this, and now we have the conversation going. Come and volunteer. Volunteer, like it's our park as well. There's two things that always kind of bug me. It's not just for the tourists. The green space is not just for the tourists, it's for us as well.
It's for locals as well.
I believe that if we live here and we have amenities that we love, it's like inviting someone into our home, and our home is the bomb. That's how I look at it. So a lot of time. Let's see here. I do have a couple more messages. I think there needs to be more than just a sign, a small boutique hut, a beverage hut. Mixed feelings on that as well. Something other than just a sign, but if you go, it's an awesome view. Somebody also said the people that are complaining don't travel anywhere. It's strange.
That could also be true.
That could also be true. And then there's somebody here, and I would definitely say credible as well. The sign is less than $10,000. And yeah, I definitely would.
But the funny thing is, I see a lot of people saying it shouldn't be there, but then I don't see anybody saying where should it be relocated. What is a better spot for it to be?
This is my thing. This is my honest 2 cents on it. Is it harming anybody? Is it taking away from anything? That's the real question. Is it harming anybody? Is it taking away from anybody? Is it like, what is the real issue? If it's not no harm, no foul. I can see great coming out of it. I can see it as a step in the right direction. Maybe shout out to myself over the NPT if you're listening. Just give me a shout. Let me know. Maybe they have all these plans in place. Maybe this is phase 1. We don't know.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, because I could definitely see it a place where, you might have some free concerts in the park, some different activities where people could just vibe out and chill out. There's a lot of things. I could even see, how they have those dinners in white where people bring like the tables and everything. Like you just have a space, and then you pay for the tickets. I think the tickets are usually like for the entertainment. It covers the entertainment and tables, and I think you just bring your decorations and different stuff like that. I could definitely see that happening there. Yeah,
man. I could definitely see a lot of it happening as well. It's like, again, it's a park that we should utilize, and I think great ideas. A lot of it would now just rely on us as the private citizens or business owners or promoters to now utilize some of these activities through the proper channels. But no harm, no foul. Step 1. Step 2. Somebody asked if the sign is going to enhance any of the events. You don't have to put another sign in there. It's like, hey, listen, boom, here's the perfect picture spot.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, right? Let's continue to track the way this story goes, and let's see how much of those pictures end up on Instagram.
Yep.
That might be not the next viral picture.
And that's the thing. A lot of people still don't know. A lot of people, when it comes to the Virgin Islands, think of the USVI first. And I think this is another step in the direction to give BVI that extra push, that extra nudge.
Yes.
So they have to think about it that way too.
Yes. Yes.
Let's FuseVI.com. Listen anywhere, anytime. Entertain, inform, inspire. It's The Fuse. Let's FuseVI.com.